Reagan's approach.
Reagan's commitment to reform welfare.
You're not going to believe what we are watching now at the RNC. We are watching Brutus Gingivitis and his Stepford wife, Callista, trying to pretend they're Nancy and Ronald Reagan. I have never in my life seen anything as remotely insane in a political theater in my entire life. They opened with a montage of Ronald Reagan, and then suddenly out came Fatso, the man who undermined Romney, the man who did more opposition research on Bain than the Democrats ever could have done, the man who dug things up that weren't real and turned them into try to turn them into gold, which has been used by Obama ever since, along with his Stepford wife. What is she doing up there? She strutted out like she was the first lady. Am I crazy? Is there something wrong with this picture? Are the Republicans that insane to bring out these heinous backstabbers? If my wife ever looked at me while I was speaking the way she stared at him, gives him the eyes and stares at him, I would take her to a pet hospital for treatment. I'd take her to a pet hospital for treatment. Do you know of any wife who stares in her husband's eyes as he says a word? She's, oh, yes, master. Do you know any wife in the year 2012 who would stare at a man when he speaks because he's such a genius? Here, now she talks now. The trumpet player is up now.
America to work. And to the principles that are at the core of President Reagan's
God. Oh, my God. Get me out of here. If I was in high school, I'd run out and smoke a joint. If I had to go to a GO meeting with a girl like her on the stage, I would have taken up drugs, then sat in that auditorium.
Must commit ourselves in the tradition of Ronald Reagan to come together.
Ronald Reagan again. Are these people insane?
No substitute for victory.
If he was the principal of a high school and he got up and spoke, I'd ask to be put into a reform school. I would do something in the school to be thrown out if he was the principal. I can't believe that I'm watching. I can't take it. Every instinct of freedom in my body is revolting right now watching these two people.
Let's do our part now to ensure that America remains in the tradition of President Reagan, a land of freedom, hope, and opportunity.
I'm embarrassed to say to you that if I could, I can't finish this paragraph on the air. I'll have to save it for my dog after the show is over. He speaks, then the Stepford wife utters a few words and stares in his eyes as he speaks. Stares at Brutus like he's the greatest man on the planet. Are they finished? Oh, there they go. Let me see the shot from the rear. Are they allowed to show a posterior? No, they got it right off the stage. They cut the camera. They cut the cameras. And see, I would have liked. So you want to see the whole full. They're getting down now. The Republican gals are starting to dance. Oh God! Now I know why I'm not in politics. I wouldn't last a week if I was in the political arena. See, that's why I'm in the talk show business. You say, well, all right, he's sitting on the sidelines. He's just an entertainer. Good. I'm glad you see it that way. Pay no attention to my words. Listen to the important people like those on Fox News. They're the important ones. Meatloaf Jr. Now, there's someone you should listen to. Or one of the leg crossers on Fox News. There's your real commentators. Well, I'll tell you, that took the cake. Newt Gingrich, the man who did all the opposition research on Bain Capital, he took the reality of the good stuff that Romney did at Bain Capital and turned it into hateful, horrendous lies. And then the Obama team picked up on it without having to spend a dime. And his reward, he was invited to speak there with the Stepford wife. That was his reward.